Hi again then guys, and welcome to another rally build for Gran Turismo Sport in particular. This is a type of build that we haven't done in a little while. We've done a few before on GT Sport and quite a few on Gran Turismo 6 as well. This one though is similar to the Mad Max tune that I did also for the Mach 1 Mustang on Gran Turismo 6. I'm calling this one the Mud Runner, and basically it's just for fun. It's not necessarily designed for performance or to win races, although as it happens, you actually probably could win some rally events in this because it's a very, very good car on the dirt. Now, I've opted to drop the weight as much as you can, for obvious reasons, and as far as power, I've actually left that stock. You could increase it if you want to, for sure, it will be quicker, but I just fancied seeing what it was like just with the drop in weight. So if you want to increase the power or decrease it, by all means feel free to do that. Traction control you definitely want turned off, of course dirt tyres. As far as the suspension, we've got the ride height as high as possible to give you tons of suspension travel, like a grabber type muscle car like the Oldsmobile. As far as the frequency on the suspension, we've got 1.5, or 1.50 technically. The anti-roll on 1, again, as low as possible. The compression and rebound on the dampers, again, I've got as low as possible all round, so that it's got that real old school, wallowy, bouncy feel to it. But at the same time, that actually helps to soak up the bumps in the road and actually makes it a very, very stable car. Now, as far as the camber and the toe, we've gone neutral. It is, of course, rear-wheel drive, which isn't that conducive to rallying usually, but as I said, it's actually really good, this one, so you don't really need any camber. As far as the diff, I've opted to fit the race diff, but then leave the actual settings stock. Now, if you want to try something a bit different, something maybe a little bit more focused, I'd recommend putting them on 30, 5, and 5. But I like it on the settings that I've got it. It's a little bit more fun, you can drift a bit more, so it's down to you. Or, of course, go for something completely different if you want to as well. You want the race gearbox for sure, which of course on any muscle car makes a massive difference to top end speed, and then all I've done is move the auto setting to 143 miles per hour and then left it as is because the gearbox isn't really the important thing to this car. So as always, there is a ton of room for variation. It's not like it's a replica that you've got to stick to steadfastly. Have fun with it. Increase the power if you want to. You can even increase the weight if you wanted to as well. And incidentally, I've put the livery for this car on my community page as well. So use the search tag HSG to find it. It's a pretty basic livery, again, like Mad Max style, or of course just go for whatever you want visually. So to see what it actually looks like in action, let's take it out on the dirt. So, as I mentioned, this tune, first and foremost, was designed with fun in mind. Muscle cars can be either really good on the dirt or just okay. Sometimes they're not great, sometimes they're an absolute hoot, and this is, I would say, one of the best examples of a car which, not just on GT Sport, but on GT6 as well, actually makes a really good off-roader. It's got perfect proportions for drifting through the corners, it's light on its feet, it happens to also look and sound the part as well. Again, the Mad Max style appearance, the great sound, and the handling is such a pleasure to work with that it easily makes the car feel faster and more powerful than it technically should. The handling ties directly into that. It allows you to have great cornering speeds. Even though the car has about 300 horsepower, it feels more like 400, maybe 450 even. So if you decide to use this tune or any of my other rally builds, which you can see by clicking through at the end, then I hope you enjoy them and potentially even win some events with them. But that's it for this build. I'll see you guys next time, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.